here's the thing. He is 57 years old. He will be 58 when they fight. He has had a long fighting career. He has been knocked out by massive men like Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield. You know, he's had a lot of blows. And he's also doing this very unique kind of training with electrical muscular stimulation.
So now we don't want you to back out the block. And I told you before, that was easy work. I just feel like he's a tough competitor. A-level far as being able to market him, and can he be a household name? Probably in due time, but right now, he's a...
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We're not going to ever see Mike Tyson get in the ring with Jake Paul.
Okay, so
I don't know about that.
You don't know?
Money talks.
Look, he said,
I don't know about that, bro.
You look like you dreaded it.
Yeah. Here's the thing, he is 57 years old, he will be 58 when they fight. He has had a long fighting career. He has been knocked out by massive men like Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield. You know, he's had a lot of blows, and he's also doing this very unique kind of training with electrical muscular stimulation. So now we don't want you to back out the block. And I told you before that was easy work. I just feel like he's a tough competee, a level far as being able to market him. And can he be a household name? Probably in due time, but right now he's a B level fighter, probably a B-. The upcoming clash between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul has the sports world buzzing, and two prominent voices, Joe Rogan and Floyd Mayweather, are breaking down what's at stake with Mayweather's expertise as a boxing legend and Rogan's unique perspective as a martial artist and commentator. Their insights provide a fascinating look into this highly anticipated showdown. On the other hand, in anticipation of their highly anticipated clash in November, Jake Paul threw down the gauntlet to Mike Tyson just 4 years into his boxing career. The social media sensation has stirred significant excitement within the sport ahead of their showdown. Paul revealed that he has been diligently honing his skills to counter Tyson's explosive fighting style. He said, "I mean, it's just being alert and knowing what to do. In that situation I could definitely see him trying to go for an early KO, but he'll find out very quickly that I also have a ton of power, so doing that with a guy like me isn't always the smartest thing to do, because I'll catch one of his shots then counter." Paul attacked Tyson for wanting the fight to go less than 2 minutes per round. During a pre-fight press conference he said, "It's interesting, I'm just basing off of facts." He's like, watch your shape. I'm like, alright, but you watch it could be to his advantage. I think it's also smart that he's doing that. I'm fighting on all of his rules, and what he wanted it to be a pro fight. He wanted 8 2-minute rounds, so I'm giving him everything he wants. I'm going to his playground and I'm going to beat it. After seeing a few videos of Tyson's rigorous preparation for the professional fight, Jake said that his mother is extremely worried about his safety regarding whether his family will be present in person. Paul stated, "They will definitely be there, but my mom is very scared. Actually, she keeps on asking me if I'm ready, asking my team if I'm ready, and she's not liking this one. Mike just looks scary and big. His Instagram videos look crazy, so she's like watching all of that and just not liking it." The choice to push back the fight from its initial July 20th date only intensified the already simmering frustration among fans. This delay contributed to a charged environment where emotions were already on edge. Jake finds himself perplexed by the critics' perspective. He said, "I don't get it at all. But I also don't understand people in general. Like, people are dumber than a box of rocks. I don't expect them to understand fighting or gain experience or the honor to step into the ring with a legend. These people probably don't even know what honor is or respect or passion or doing legendary. And the fact that Netflix is involved, the fact that Mike Tyson wants it to be a pro fight. If Uncle Mike is down, then so am I." Despite skepticism from certain corners of the boxing world about the fight actually happening, Tyson's comments have only fueled anticipation. Former champion and current analyst Sean Porter has voiced substantial reservations regarding the feasibility of a matchup between Tyson and Paul on his podcast. Porter challenged the rationale behind such a clash, suggesting that it lacks sound reasoning even when considering potential financial implications. Porter expressed his reluctance to deliver disappointing news, suggesting that the chances of Tyson ever stepping into the ring with Paul are slim. His skepticism has only deepened the cloud of uncertainty surrounding an event already fraught with controversy. While the fight is still scheduled, fans are left wondering if this highly anticipated clash between generations will ever come to fruition. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We're not going to ever see Mike Tyson get in the ring with Jake Paul. Okay. So 15, don't know about that, bro. You look like you dreaded though. In the meantime, the Gypsy King has expressed his excitement over Tyson's coming back to the ring. Although Tyson Fury's Instagram story has now expired, it conveyed a straightforward and impactful message. "Can't wait to see the living legend with boxing gloves again," wrote the Gypsy King. The story, interlined with a post from Most Valuable Promotions, featured a clip of Mike Tyson declaring, "If you think I'm too old for this fight, you need to come tell me in my face." He was addressing Mike Mack's appeal. The co-host of Impulsive was keen for the youngest heavyweight champion in history to face off against the doubters who persistently questioned his abilities when matched against a much younger opponent. As news circulated about Mike Tyson getting back into his training group, fans were treated to a fierce display when he confronted Jake Paul at a recent press conference. Just days earlier, Tyson had been a guest on the Impulsive podcast with Logan Paul and Mike Mack, where the topic of their upcoming fight took center stage. At 58, Tyson didn't hold back, issuing a stern challenge to those questioning his capability to face a younger crossover fighter, adding to the excitement. Just a month after Tyson's bout with Paul, Tyson Fury is set to prepare for his much-anticipated rematch against Alexander Usyk. The video featured remarks from the press conference and podcast, as well as a few training exercises. "Hey, listen, as soon as I catch this guy, it's going to be running around, but as soon as I catch this guy, it's going to be totally over," said a confident Mike Tyson at the presser. However, the problem child responded in the video as well. The Ohio native made a noteworthy observation: despite his opponents often taking shots at him, the result is always the same. They end up on the losing side. He expressed firm confidence that this trend would continue. On November 15th, in a recent podcast episode, Iron Mike highlighted a crucial distinction between himself and Paul's former adversaries: they lacked genuine fear. In contrast, he openly acknowledged feeling a real apprehension about what the problem child could unleash in the ring. Since its announcement, the Tyson-Paul matchup has faced intense examination. Beyond the clear age disparity between the fighters, there are significant concerns regarding Tyson's lengthy hiatus from the ring following his February bout with Tommy Fury. Paul kept the momentum going by facing another former UFC athlete, Nate Diaz. However, his subsequent two opponents were boxers, both Andre August and Ryan Borland, the latter of whom at 35 had been inactive in the sport for an extended time. Critics have swiftly pointed out these elements as potential red flags. Following the postponement of the earlier Tyson fight, Paul took to the ring against bare-knuckle fighter Mike Perry. Although there were some concerns, Nessa Badarian, an ally of Jake Paul and co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, stressed that the age gap between the two makes this matchup quite sensible. Since retiring from professional combat in 2005, Tyson's health has become a significant concern. UFC welterweight Stephen Wonderboy Thompson has expressed fears that Tyson could tarnish his remarkable legacy in the sport. He told TalkSport MMA, "At this age, I don't think he should be taking any damage or damaging his legacy. I think it could damage his legacy because if he gets beaten by Jake Paul, that's what he could be remembered by. I grew up watching Mike Tyson, knowing how dangerous and good he was, but this could damage his legacy." Thompson went on to add that he should stick to sparring because the fight is just him being exploited for money. He continued, "If I was close to Mike Tyson, I'd be telling him this. There is too much risk. A lot of people just see dollar signs and not keeping their fighter fit in health. They think we can make money off of you. He is the one making the sacrifice. He is doing well for himself. And he doesn't have to fight Jake Paul. He doesn't have to prove anything." Iron Mike has been posting a steady stream of training footage showcasing that his iconic power is as formidable as ever, now expressed in shorter, more explosive flurries. He's resolute in his mission to halt Paul's recent momentum in the ring with a decisive knockout victory. Tyson said, "I'm very prepared to knock out Jake Paul. I'm very prepared. I had a small adversity. I got sick, but I feel good. I'm just ready. I'm going to do my talk. And I'm going to talk but I'm ready to fight." Thompson added, "Yeah, you're in great shape, but you could get some working, maybe get some work in, say some sparring. You are 58, so nothing heavy, just some sparring to feed that competitiveness and fighting monster that is inside of you." Given his rival's physical prime and Tyson's numerous medical concerns, Paul has a good chance of taking him out. Boxing fans are abuzz with curiosity over the potential clash between legendary heavyweight Mike Tyson and social media star Jake Paul. However, recent health issues and various obstacles in Tyson's path have raised doubts about whether this much-anticipated bout will actually take place, leaving the fight's future hanging in the balance. Mike Tyson's recent ulcer flare-up left both fans and critics unsettled, leading to a necessary postponement of the fight. Although he had to dial down his training regimen as advised by his doctors, Tyson took a moment to express his gratitude to his supporters For their unwavering loyalty during his recovery, I want to thank my fans around the world for their support and